Hello, welcome to Manjaro Linux tutorial number 2. In this video, I'm going to show you how to backup and restore your system. In the last video, I already showed you how to install Manjaro Linux using VirtualBox. Personally, I don't use VirtualBox. I install Linux on a physical machine rather than in a VirtualBox. The performance and the experience is going to be so much better, and it will also be much faster. Right now, I'm still running on virtual machine, VirtualBox, because it's brand new. I want to show you how to install some of those software. As I recommend, if you have a machine that you don't use, and it's a very old machine, it doesn't matter. You can install Manjaro Linux on it, and it runs pretty fast. So next, let me show you how to install software. There are two ways you can install software. You can use the GUI. So this is the PacMac. If you click this on the taskbar here, add and remove software, or you can also access it under the start menu system and add and remove software. Either one is fine. So as I showed in the last video, make sure they enable the third-party library. So if you click this three dot hamburger icon here, go to preferences, then enter your password. From here, click the third party, enable the AUR support and also check for updates. So this one is very important if you want to install additional software that's not in the official repository. So before we're going to backup and restore, it's recommended to clean some of the software, the system cache, so because you might have a lot of files on your computer that you don't really need when you're backing up the computer. So go to this one and then click the browse. On the left side here, click this icon, search, and the software that I recommend is called Stacer. If you click Stacer, hit enter, it should search the library. See, right now it's not responding. Like I said, if you install on a virtual machine, it's not super fun. So this is the software I'm going to install, Stacer Bin. Up right here, because I already installed, you should be able to check, for example, click on that, and there should be a check mark. After that, you can just click apply. It will install the software. Right now, I already installed, so it doesn't. I don't need to do it one more time. But just like, for example, if you need to install any software, for example, GIMP, I haven't installed this one yet. If you go to the all and then search, for example, this is a photo editing software that's very popular. Provide some similar functionality to Adobe Photoshop. So you should see this download icon and then just click this one, apply. You can select multiple if you want to. So these are some of the additional, for example, plugins. You just click choose. After that, enter your password if needed and apply. It should be able to install the software to your computer. Pretty quick. Like I said, you don't need to go online to search any software. They're huge. It's a huge data repository here. You can pretty much search anything. Oh, I think I was accidentally removed the Stacer Bin. So let me search one more time here, Stacer Bin. And oh, it's removing. Anyway, I should not remove that. So once you finish the installation, we should have this software. Then you can go here. For example, you can type GIMP. And you can open it up. Oops, disconnected. Probably because I'm using the remote desktop. Anyway, so let me install one more time here. So this is the one we use to look at the resources on our computer and also all the cases. You can remove it. One thing I don't like Windows is the system is too big, and also over time your C drive is going to growing bigger and bigger, and there's not really an easy way for you to clean up the garbage on your computer. But on Linux, it's so much better. So I can use this Stacer that I recommend. Again, Stacer. Open it up. So here you can take a look at, for example, your CPU, your memory, and also this. Right now it's only using 16 gigabyte. If you on Windows, it probably is like 30, 40 at least gigabyte. On the left side, click this icon, System Cleaner. From here, you can check all the boxes, for example, packages, case, application, whatever, or you can check this box and click this button. So here you should be able to see all the cases. For example, this is 2 gigabyte on your computer, application, blah, blah. so it can help you clean up all of them. Just click select all, 2.1 gigabyte, and then just run it. You will clean it up. So 2 gigabyte release. Now if you come back to here, you should be able to see it's 9.5 gigabyte. So it's much smaller, and you can click this if you want. There's also, this is similar to the Windows Task Manager, so you can see things running right now on your computer, and CPU, something like that. But most of the time you don't really need to do much. Only thing that I use is just to clean up the cache. After that, next, let's try to back up the system. So you can go to the, I forgot where it is. You can just search timeshift. Then this is a very popular software for backing up and restore system on Linux. So just search timeshift. This is a built-in software that comes with Manjaro Linux when you install it. So you can click this one. You will need to enter your password to open this timeshift. If it's your first time, you can ask you to select the snapshot type. You can just use the default one. Next, it's going to analyze your system, and then in a few seconds you should be able to select, for example, how often do you want to back up your system, and if something goes wrong, you can always restore the system easily. So this is kind of the safe measure that you can take to back up the system. And so I'm using a virtual drive here. Just select this, the default one, and I have 22 gigabyte. Next. So for me, usually I just do a weekly backup, and maybe just 2. So weekly, it's going to back up your system twice, and you can also back up manually, up to you. So I usually just use this one. If it's too much, you can do monthly. Some depends on what you want. If you are changing the system frequently, you might want to do it daily, but you are not really installing a whole lot of stuff, and weekly for me, it's fine. So I'm just going to select weekly, keep 2 snapshots. Next, and going to ignore, for example, things on your home drive and also under the root. It's going to back up just the system file. So you can just leave at the default settings, then click finish, and that's it. So now you can start backing up a system. It's easier. Once you have backup, it's going to show up in here. So as I mentioned, show you earlier, the system right now has 9.5 gigabyte. So just click create. In this way, we are right now manually creating the snapshot, and it's going to take, the first time going to take a couple minutes, depends on how fast your operating system. And after that, it's going to show up under the snapshot here. So anytime something goes wrong, you can just select the snapshot and then you can restore, click the restore button. Or you can also, if you cannot get into the GUI, you can start the terminal, and then you can also just type sudo timeshift, and then you can also do that from there. Okay, as you can see, it's going to take some time to the first time you're backing up. So I'm going to switch to my physical machine here, showing you what it looks like. So this is the timeshift on my computer. And after it's finished backing up, you should have this one. And if something goes wrong with your system, you want to restore it, you can open timeshift using the GUI, and then just select this one, click the restore button. And after that, just click next. Oops, I'm not going to restore it. I'm just going to cancel it. But you can certainly just click this one and then restore. If you cannot get into the GUI, you can, when you log into your system, when you boot up, you can also get access to the terminal. So you can also do it from here. Just sudo timeshift and then -- restore. Hit enter. Enter your password. So from here, you can select which snapshot you want to restore. So for example, this is, I only have one. You can just hit 0, enter 0, and then just press enter. Then the system will restore to the status when you backing up the system. So by the way, this will be, you can set up timeshift to backup maybe weekly, monthly, daily, whichever you prefer. So this will make sure that your system is not broken. You can always restore to basically previous state without taking too much space, because this is not just copying all the stuff, it's actually checking the differences. And the first time the snapshot is pretty big, but after that it will be just incremental, so it's pretty small. Okay, so this is how you can restore, backup and restore, how to backup and restore the Manjaro Linux. Okay, I'll see you in the next one.